One element of acoustic blues that you just have to get down are turnarounds, and spend some time collecting different turnarounds to use in your own playing. We're going to cover a couple here, but first let's talk about what a turnaround really is. And simply, it's the last couple of bars of a blues progression, and it's designed to really just get you out of the end of the progression and right back into the top of bar one to repeat. So we're going to cover a couple of really classic staple blues turnarounds right here that you've just got to know. Here's the first one. This one is in E, and we're going to start out by just letting our 6-string ring for B. And you can let that ring out over the rest of the turnaround. Then what we're going to do is slide up using this D7 shape here, slide up to the 4th fret so that we're really playing an E7. And then we're going to pick through the chord tones here on the top. Then we're going to flatten this and do the same picking, just leaving the 6th string alone. It can still ring here. We're just flattening that chord and then rolling through the top 3 strings there. We'll flatten it again, do the same thing. And then here we can sort of resolve this back to an E by plucking the top 3 strings. So the first half of this turnaround is all in E, and it sounds like this. Should sound very familiar to you. It's a classic and staple of the blues. The next part of the turnaround is where we're going to move into the 5 chord, or for us in the key of E, the B. So what we're going to do is walk up into our B7 chord here. And that walk up was just a chromatic walk up on the 5th string from the A to the B flat to the B. And from there, you can strum out and head right back in to the top of your 12-bar blues in E. Here's the complete turnaround. There are many variations. Think of this as the launching pad for your own creativity, a spot for you to really take this classic turnaround sound and make it your own. And now let's make sure that you can do a classic turnaround in A. Here's what it sounds like, and we'll talk about how to play it. You can tell it's got that same descending chromatic sound that we covered in the E turnaround, and that is a common thread in a lot of great blues turnarounds. And let's look at this one specifically. We're going to plant our little finger on the high A here, and the walk down is going to happen on the 4th string until we can kind of resolve into A, much like we did with the E turnaround. So we're going to start off with the 5th string ringing, and then we're going to do some pinching here with the 4th string and the 1st string as we do that chromatic walk down. So we're keeping that A sound constant as we do our walk down. And then we're going to move into the 5 chord, very similar to the structure of our E turnaround, only this time our 5 chord is an E. Strum out on that, and you're ready to dive right back into bar 1 of a 12-bar blues in A. So there are 2 of the most common turnarounds that you simply have to know if you're going to be an acoustic blues picker. But I got to let you know that is the starting point. You can really take this and add your own creative voice to it by altering some notes here and there, changing the picking up, really have some fun with this. And if you want to get a good idea of what's already out there, just listen to blues. The turnaround is very popular. This device in music is used in just about every blues song that you can imagine. So just grab a good record, put it on, and listen. There's some great turnarounds out there, endless options, but definitely dive in, get started with these 2, and let that be the launching pad for a collection of your own turnarounds.